Oh, there we go. Get it, wrap the rock.
What's good, what's good? It's your boy DJ Dunks out here. And it's about time when the striped bass, halibut in the Bay Area starts slowing down. So I'm out here, I'm across this mountain range here. If you don't know it, beautiful Crystal Springs Reservoir. I'm gonna head across here to the ocean. I'm gonna plug around for some Lingcod. Some Lingcod, I heard they're around in the area. So I'm gonna get out on the jetty, do some Lingcod fishing, rock fishing. Got 2 poles. I'll probably set 1 pole up for jigging around for rockfish with smaller, you know, curly tails, smaller jig hooks. On my main pole though, I am going to hook up some bigger swim baits, bigger hooks, heavier jig heads, and my main thing today, I'm going to try to get a Lingcod. That's what I really want to do. So I'll plug around for Lingcod for a while, and if I can't get anything, I'll throw my other pole, go for some smaller stuff, some rockfish, and if I still can't get anything, I brought 2 pieces of shrimp. That's right, 2 pieces of shrimp. And I will make a quick little high-low rig and throw that out and see if I can get anything, just so I don't get skunked. But we'll see what happens. I think we got some weird tides around this time of year. I think it's about to be high tide around 11 a.m. and I forget what it is. It's something small, like 5 foot or something like that. And then it goes down, it only drops like a foot for the next low tide. And then it goes back up again. But yeah, we're gonna get out there. Let's get across this valley, this mountain range. Let's do it. Lingcod, we out here.
All right, here we are, walking out. It's a long walk. Gonna get all the way to the end of the north side jetty. Got my 2 poles right here. One for my little rockfish, one for my Lingcod. Hopefully we can get something. I got the bait in my bag, a couple pieces of shrimp. If I can't get on to something, I'll turn one of these into a high-low rig. Get that out there. But for now, I'll just enjoy my time on the coast. Here we are. Finally setting foot on the rocks. Got a long way to go. The older I get, the shorter this walk seems. Actually, it's like when you used to go on vacation on a road trip as a kid and it seems like it takes forever. Then you get older, it's only a few hours away. I remember one time I came out here and I ignored the weather reports, and I came out here, it was nighttime coming back in, and all of these waves here coming over Mavericks were splashing in intervals over this. You can see the wet rocks up here, but I think it was like midnight, so it was dark, dude, and you couldn't see anything. And the tide was obviously all the way up here. This was all water on this side, and that was scary, dude. I had to, all you can see was the white caps and hear the splashes. And I got stuck on this elbow here, this first corner of the jetty, for like 20 minutes anticipating, and I ended up just rock crawling on this side and getting by, getting a little splash. But yeah, that was not a fun walk back to the car, to say the least. And you know, my rule of thumb when I come out here to the jetty is I just go straight all the way to the back. I don't get my line wet until I get at least 3/4 down this thing. Where it's deeper water, feel like more fish. You know, people catch them a lot halfway down. A lot of people catch them right where the second elbow is over there. But me, I don't like to waste my time. I want to get right out there, and if I want, I can fish closer on the way back. But the first thing I want to do is get to the end, towards the end at least, where all these fish are hopefully coming in with the current. One of these days I'm going to come out here and make a video about it, but all of this at low tide, it's really good for eel. Come out here with the poke pole, even just a regular pole or your hands. I hand line them a lot if I'm just bored. I'll try to catch one on the way out so I don't get skunked. But all these little shallow rock areas, when it hits low tide, it's lots of eel and all of this stuff. Look at this right here. Speaking of poke poles, what is this? An extending pole? That's pretty crazy. You can honestly make a poke pole out of that. Wow. How far does this go, dude? Looks like it's broken. But I mean, for poke poling, that would actually be pretty good. How far does this go down? Look at that. Is that it? Yeah, maybe I'll keep this and make a video someday. We'll turn it into a poke pole. I don't really want to carry around garbage, but whatever. And here comes the disgusting reminder that once you start getting out here, there is a lot of bird shit. So we're getting out here. We're almost all the way at the end. You can hit this north side jetty. You can hit the south side jetty coming off Highway 1. But if I'm gonna come out here and spend my day, I'd rather spend it all the way out here. It's a little more or less bird shit on the other side, but it is what it is. And you know what? First off, I'm gonna start small, see if there's any rockfish out here. 'Cause that's an easy catch if there is. You're just always gonna wanna watch out for waves. It's rare out here that you can get this close without worrying about getting splashed. And of course, I got someone calling me right before this cast. I'm not gonna answer that, Ryan. Come on. Let's get this line wet. First cast with this reel. It's a new Piscifun ultralight carbon X2, I think it is. So we're gonna want to let that sink out there with that cast. Let it drop down all the way to the bottom if you want. Then just slowly pop it in. Oh, it's bites already. Check that out. First cast, first real cast, kind of second, but let that sink down to the bottom. And that's what we got to watch out for. I'm gonna step back. You always got to respect the ocean. We kind of just came in at the right time at slack tide. For a second, I wasn't paying attention. You always want to watch these sets coming in. Make sure they're gonna break enough so that they don't come up and get you good. When I'm fishing out here, I just like to reel and then slow tug. When I'm using these little grub curly tails, reel in the slack, then slow pull. Kind of missed out on that first bite. I got a little jumpy on that one. It gets a little risky, but when you get close up to the jetty here, you can play with it, but then you're gambling, snagging your line. But a lot of times you will pull some good fish out of here, some cabazones close up in the rocks here. Let's get my other pole wet a little bit. Look at that big boy right there, dude. Let's get that thing out there, get that line wet. While that's sinking, you know, you gotta pop a little zinnies in. You know what, it is the end of high tide, so I think I'm gonna set up shop back on the other side. Maybe some fish came in and they're gonna be coming out a little bit. All right, so once again, I'm gonna start with this little grub here. A lot of times you come out here and you'll just kill it with the little rockfish, so shouldn't have to worry too much about waves coming up any higher, because we're about at the top of high tide right now. Got about 10 minutes left. Obviously you always want to be careful, but this rock is dry. That's a good sign that water hasn't been getting all the way up here. When the tide is pulling my line back out, I like to let it just take it, and I'll wait to start retrieving again once it comes back. Like, it's gonna pull it and then I'll retrieve when the water starts coming back in with it. Bites. Oh, missed it. Let's see, we had those bites there. Took my tail off. And go ahead and re-rig. All right. So you see that thing went and ripped the tail off there. I'm gonna go ahead and re-rig this here. Get that all the way up there. And you know what? I'm gonna do this. I do it all the time on the bay side. Why not here? Inshore saltwater super gel. I know the fish are here. So maybe, just maybe, they've been looking at my thing the whole time. And if I throw this stuff on here, maybe they'll just bite it. Who knows? But we'll find out. I know there's something that was playing around down in there. There's a boulder right underneath water there. I was moving to the left of it. So let's see if I can See if I can recreate that. Let that sink down. Leave your spool open for a second if you want. Make sure my drag is how I want it for the fish I'm trying to catch. Then here comes this wave. I'm gonna bring this in with the wave. And then when that wave pulls back, I'm gonna give it line. A lot of times if you keep pulling when it's pulling against you, away from you, you get snagged. So that's the biggest reason why I let it go. And I feel rocks down there, so I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna pick that up a little bit. All right, so we switched to the other side. It's a lot calmer over here. You can see these currents going back out. You can see all this underwater structure here that's really good. So I'm gonna start casting. I'm gonna cast to the left and try to work this underwater shelving here. Tide should be going out now, so I don't have to worry too much, especially on this side. Got a bunch of flies crawling all over my camera, dude. It's gonna look like a Ring video, and I ain't talking about a doorbell camera. And that's what it looks like underwater, a little curly tail grub. You can even find these little holes here. So it works a little better on the ocean side of the jetty, but you can go right down into these holes and just pop it. Sometimes you'll get a nice black rockfish or a cabezone like that. Bites. Fish on. What is that? Little kelp greenling? There we go. Something. Or a little copper rockfish. Check them out there. Little guy. If these are the same as the black rockfish, I think they got to be 12 inches this year round. But yeah, that's right here off this curly tail grub. Thank you for not skunking me. One on the board. So that was just straight out here. I'm gonna let that sink all the way to the bottom. At least we know there's fish around here. I don't have any waterproof gear on today, so gotta try to be careful. Try not to get wet. But then once you get in close, you gotta lift it up a little high so you don't get snagged on all these rocks down here. But it is good. You want to be as close to the bottom as you can at all times, especially when you get to these rocks. There's a lot of fish that hide underneath these shelves and pop out the last minute right before you get it in. Like right here in front. I got a good valley coming in here that I can dig down deep while I retrieve. About 20 minutes ago, it was high tide. And then low tide is in 4 hours from now, and it's only dropping down 1 foot. So the current might be moving a little fast right now, but any minute here it's gonna slow down, because that's crazy. The tide change is only 1 foot lower. Come on, how much water can be moving right now? Bites, and we're on again. This one feels a little bigger. The lips on these rockfish are a little more soft, so you got to be careful sometimes. You don't want to lift too high and bring them to the top. Let's bring them over here. A little bigger than the last. Still not what we're looking for. Right, here you go. Another little, I believe it's a copper rockfish. There we are. This little curly tail grub is producing way more. Hopefully it's sizable. It's another little one. I'm gonna have to take a better look at it. Look at how easily their lips rip. I don't know. I think it's a little copper. You can see the spikes. I'm gonna look up a picture. Spikes on the gills. Bigger, kind of big mouth. It's got the marbling on top, which both of them have, really. The fins there. Yellowing fins. Still small. If that is a copper, there's no size limit. We'll go for a bigger one. Alright, they all seem to be hitting right over there. Sorry, little ducks. Bunch of little bites out here. These birds better, you better stay away from me. Let me tell you what. Get out of here. Let's do one out there. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, there we go. That one's a little better. Oh, he's pulling hard. Hopefully he stays on. Oh yeah. There we go. One's a little more sizable. So right here, that's going to be an olive rockfish. There's no size limit on these guys out here. You can keep at least 10 of them. Goes with keeping 10 rockfish. I'm going to take this one home. I'll do a good measure on it later. We'll figure it out. It's probably like 10 inches. So we got that decent size rockfish, olive rockfish, off that little grub there. Caught a bunch of them. A little harder to identify when they're smaller, but that big one, it was a little bit easier. But it's worth mentioning when you're out here fishing in the ocean, especially for rockfish. We got a big swell coming. Hold on. Oh. When you're out here fishing for rockfish, there's so many different kinds of species of these rockfish, so you always want to keep up with your regulations and know, because once you catch a fish, it can prove to be kind of difficult when you're trying to keep the fish alive and identify what it is at the same time. Kind of had to scramble there. I threw him on a stringer and put him in the water, but that was pretty easily identifiable on the larger one rather than the smaller ones. It had that lighter color stomach with the brown and black spots only on the top there. Just that's going to be a big thing if you're fishing in the ocean. You always want to know what, oh my god, what your size limits are and how much you can keep of all those fish. A lot of rockfish, you can combine them in total for the most part. For most rockfish, I'm not really going to get into it because I'm not real professional. I always got to look this stuff up every time I come out here. But 10 rockfish, combination of all different kinds. Some you can only have one, like a copper, I think you can only have one. Cabazone, I think this year, I think there's no size limit on that. But yeah, just know what you're doing before you come out. It'll make it a lot easier to stay out of trouble and not kill a fish if you got to release it. But yeah, let's get back out there. Whew, don't want to hook a seagull. You can always tell when someone's coming. All the birds start flying off. There we go. You got to be real gentle with these guys. If you set it, you set it too hard, they pop off just like that. Man. At least they're out here though. We're getting stuff. Last time I got out here, I got skunked. A lot of times I come out here wanting to get Lingcod, and it just takes so much more casting than catching these little rockfish. And these things are good eating if you get a sizable one. Keepers, they're good stuff. Even the small ones where there's no size limit, like that olive rockfish, they're pretty good. Looks like this guy's fishing with the high-low rig, just jigging, popping it in. Probably has shrimp or something on his hooks. Bite. There we go. That's something. Feels decent. It's hunkering down. This feels like a actual rockfish, maybe a cabazone or... Oh yeah, it's a good one. Get out of that rock, get out of that rock. Oh, no, no, no. He got out. God. That was a good one. There will be more. Hey there. Yeah, I'm catching a bunch of olive rockfish.
Rockfish, huh?
Yeah, olives.
You are a YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
The Bay Area Frog?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. So you let it sink to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
And then I just drag it off the bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh, they only bite? You didn't catch hook it up?
Oh, here, a bite. Look, he's taking it.
Oh, I want to see.
Right here. There you go.
Hook it up?
Yeah, a little one, I think.
Oh, how big is it? Oh, you very nice. Wow, that's probably 10 inch. Oh, there's a small one.
There's no size limit. You want this one?
Yeah, there's no limit for this one?
For this, I believe it's an olive because it's a silver bottom.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
At least I had something. I was around the Jetty testing and didn't catch anything. Oh, no bite. Oh, that's...
Oh, there we go. Oh shit, it wrapped the rock. decent. This thing's huge. It's huge.
Much better fisherman than me.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a big perch.
That's crazy. You want this?
Yeah.
Here.
Wow. Wow, that's a big one. This year I caught a lot of shad in the American River, but not much luck in the ocean bank fishing. Oops, maybe go this. Wow.
Yeah,
This is
here.
a good one.
While you're here, take this one. Yeah.
Where?
Oh yeah, it's still cold
Wow.
in the crack.
Wow. Under the rock?
Yeah, I brought it in here
Uh-huh.
and then let it drop to the bottom here.
And then
And it came out from underneath the rock and grabbed
wow. Hey, that's crazy.
it. Yeah, this one's not bad.
Oh, that's a very good one.
Yeah, usually I get them, but bigger than this.
Great, thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Otherwise, I'll be skunked. Huh?
What was your name?
My name. Okay. Thank you.
Jeremiah. Yeah.
Jeremiah, thank you.
Yeah,
very
of
much.
course, of course.
The plug. A lot of people call you the plug. eh?
Yeah, let's do one more cast over here. So my friends are bugging me. They say they're down the street getting fish and chips and beers at the brewery. Tempting me. I think I had enough fishing for the day. I think I'm gonna head back, go get me a nice cold beer. Man, thank God there's a beach here right now. Get off these rocks, dude. Came from all the way over there. All right, do a quick little outro real fast. So we went out there, didn't do too great, didn't do bad. Caught a good handful of fish, nothing too big. The best thing I caught was probably that huge perch. That was a PB for perch for me. I don't know what it was. I didn't even measure it. It was like 10 to 12 inches probably, but it was fat. Never caught a perch like that before. Everything off the grubs. Didn't throw so much as I wanted for the Lingcod. I always get antsy, and I know I can catch rockfish really easy, so that's kind of the reason why I've never caught in a keeper Lingcod before, but whatever. I had fun. Best thing I got today was a workout all the way out there at the end of the rocks. Met a cool guy, Larry. That's a homie now. He actually recognized me from some of my videos, so that was cool. Chopped it up with him, gave him a bunch of fish. I believe they were all olive rockfish. I lost one that was probably about 12 inches. That would have been dope. I think that was an olive. It was either an olive copper or a grass rockfish. Who knows? Wasn't a sculpin. But anyway, got my boys over there that don't fish. Gosh darn degenerates trying to get a beer. So I'm gonna go meet up with them. Yee.